legacygamerarcade.us, powered by Gameplay Interactive. To learn more, visit https://www.facebook.com/legacygamerarcade.us. Land of the Gods Video Game Store. Buy, sell, trade video games. Land of the Gods Video Game Store. Open Wednesday through Sunday. We repair scratch games and movies. 1 for $5, 2 for $7. Inside the Macon Indoor Flea Market. 478-714-7563. To learn more, visit https://www.facebook.com/landofthegods. Valued at $4.95. Battle Blaze is set in the land of Urg. It is custom to select the king at the Tournament of Champions. Aspiring to rule the human world, a zealous demon from the netherworld sends out 5 phantoms to possess each contender, so that the last survivor will be able to murder the king. However, one of the contenders, Durrell, manages to defeat the phantom that tries to take control of him, but dies from exhaustion. His son, Carol, takes Durrell's place in the tournament to avenge his father and kill the demon. Battle Blaze is a one-on-one fighting game seen from a side-scrolling perspective. A jump and an attack button is all that is needed to control the 6 different characters. Each character uses a different weapon and has a few unique special attacks. There are 2 modes of play. In Hero Mode, the player can only control Carol and must follow the game's story. In Battle Mode, all characters are available and 2 players fights are possible. Number 1. Valued at $6.99, Stunt Race FX, known as Wild Tracks in Japan, is a cartoon-style 3D racing video game developed by Nintendo, EAD assisted by Argonaut Software, and published by Nintendo for the Super NES. It was the second game to use a 3D-centric Super FX chip. At first glance, Stunt Race FX appears to be like a Zanzi version of Sega's Virtua Racing. The gameplay of Stunt Race FX is slightly more difficult than Super Mario Kart. Also, there aren't any weapons to use in attacking other vehicles, while it is possible to boost the speed of the vehicle, making its gameplay similar to Nintendo's other Super NES game, F-Zero. Other things inspired by F-Zero are the L and R buttons used by players in making sharp turns and the possibility to damage vehicles by hitting walls, environmental hazards, and other vehicles by accident during races. It is also possible to damage vehicles by landing from high areas. There are 3 vehicles to choose from, 4 if you unlock 2-wheel drive, and 5 if you count trailer. Stunt Race FX use of eyes on the vehicles was a late in development addition to give characters to otherwise personality-free cars. Each vehicle has different capabilities in terms of speed, body, and acceleration. Number 2. Valued at $375. Battle Clash is a game that uses a Super Scope light gun peripheral. In this game, you fight in a futuristic version of the world as a warrior named Michael Anderson, who takes part in a competition simply known as the Battle Game. Contestants in the Battle Game fight using mobile standing tanks, or STs for short, that come with a variety of weapon systems and forms. To defeat the enemies in each stage, you must shoot at weak spots on their armor to cause damage to them. The game scrolls automatically along with the opponent, so you cannot manually dodge bullets. You will have to play defensively by shooting them down. Note: this game requires a Super Scope to be played. Number 3. Valued at $229. Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge. 3 years ago, Michael Anderson defeated Emperor Anubis and his standing tank, St. Thanatos. Anubis is back now, and his government has taken the world hostage. You are the gunner in Anderson's Falcon ST. Use the awesome power of the Super Scope to destroy the enemies you encounter, including more than a dozen new STs. For some extra challenges, get a friend to control the enemy ST while you blast away a battery backup. Saves your best time and highest scores. Try to defeat Anubis once again in Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge. Note: Super Scope is required to play this game. Number 4.
Nintendo presents
Valued at $597. Doomsday Warrior. The Doom Squad is a group of fighters under the control of an evil wizard. They threaten Earth and bring destruction. One of the Doom Squad members betrays his group and becomes the Doomsday Warrior. This warrior must then defeat the other members of the squad and finally the wizard controlling it all. Doomsday Warrior is a fighting game, choosing one of the Doom Squad members to become to the Doomsday Warriors. You must defeat your opponents. Each character has the ability to punch, kick, jump, and unleash a special move, usually by being close to the enemy and using either jump, kick, or punch. The better the skill in fighting, the more ability points are earned. These ability points can be used to improve various areas of the fighter after battle. Number 5. Valued at $5.62. World Heroes, an alien entity known as Gigas, threatens the Earth in the year 3091. As all of Earth's forces have been defeated, a scientist uses his recently built time machine to find the greatest fighters of different eras to compete against Gigas. Featuring a cast of characters ranging from ninjas to a cybernetic super soldier, you'll fight your way through standard fair on one-on-one matches, or take on an opponent in a death match, where spiked walls and landmines add to the danger. Number 6.
Round 1. Fight.
Valued at $5.50. Dragon's Lair. From deep within Mordor's castle, a foul stench rose up to mix with the cold, damp midnight air, the telltale sign of the evil wizard's pet fire-breathing dragon, Singe, the beast that guarded the princess Daphne in the deadly caves for below the surface. Dirk the daring walked steadily towards the castle gate. He felt no fear, but then fear was for cowards. No other would dare to enter this perilous castle where Mordor had imprisoned the helpless princess. But for Dirk, there was no other possible course to take. Now is the time for heroes. Now is the time for action. Now is the time to enter the dragon's lair. Number 7. Valued at $5.99, California Games 2 is a sequel to the smash hit 1988 game California Games. This time you compete in hang gliding, jet ski, skateboarding, bodyboarding, and snowboarding. Number 8. valued at $5.95. Sim Earth, the living planet, the most ambitious and far-reaching of Max's Sim lineage. Sim Earth puts you in charge of an entire planet throughout its 10 billion year lifespan. Your ultimate task is to guide the planet's inhabitants into the stars. From its humble single-celled roots, the main threats you face include pollution, disease, famine, war, and global warming. The controls available to you include the chance to move mountains and continents, creating different levels of species and unleash tidal waves and earthquakes so as to reshape your planet. All of these things take from your limited energy, which must be replenished. Number 9. Valued at $6.98. Phantom 2040. While the backstory, Phantom 2040, is the exact same as the backstory of the television series, the video game doesn't specifically enact any of the series' episodes, but instead borrows elements from various episodes and sets out a start-to-finish, almost movie-like story of the Phantom's mission to stop Maximus Incorporated from dominating Metropa. It is the year 2040, and environmental disasters and the economic resource war of the early 21st century have had catastrophic effects upon the Earth's fragile ecological balance. Ever-increasing polarization of wealth, along with the development of humanoid robotic biots, biological optical transputer systems, have resulted in a social demographic that leaves the majority of the world's population scavenging in the undercity slums, while a select wealthy minority live luxurious lives in exclusive towering skyscrapers. The Earth's population continues to rise, but without the resources to support them or the jobs to sustain them, they are cast onto the streets of the over-urbanized megacities. Humankind's last hope for survival rests on a gigantic hidden stretch of jungle twisting through Metrop, ruins and underground, the Ghost Jungle. It is here that Kit Walker discovers his true heritage. He is the 24th Phantom, sworn to bring an end to piracy, greed, and violence, a role passed from father to son for 500 years. Kit's father was killed with Maxwell Madison Sr. in a mysterious toxic train wreck, and now it's up to the Phantom to stop Rebecca Madison's plan of worldwide domination. Now the world is the Phantom's jungle, because someone has to care. Number 10. Hi, this is Legacy Gamer. If you've liked this video, please click like. Remember to subscribe and comment below. If there are games that you would like to have reviewed, please list them and I will review them as soon as possible. And remember, this is a virtual tour of the games that I have in my collection. I do not go onto the website and pull videos or content from other sites. I will be listing a video once a week if possible, so remember to come back and check this out. Thank you and have a great day.